Hello, this is Miss B, and today I would like to show you how to do hashtag notes and annotations. Now, in my class, we do a lot of reading because it is English class, and therefore we have to take a lot of notes. So, one of my favorite ways is to use hashtag notes. I started using hashtag notes with students whenever I taught and substitute taught elementary school, and I find it's one of the easiest ways to take notes and annotations. So, to start with our notes, we're going to open up our notebook and give it a title based on what we're reading. In this example, I'm using the text Loser by Amy Bender. Presumably you have already previewed the text, but you haven't started reading. So, again, I give myself a title. In this case, it's Loser, and then notes. This is a blank page strategy. You can use this for the STAR test. Then, I go about reading the first paragraph. Once there was an orphan who had a knack for finding lost things. Both his parents had been killed when he was 8 years old. They were swimming in the ocean when it turned wild with waves, and each had tried to save the other from drowning. The boy woke up from a nap on the sand alone. After the tragedy, the community adopted and raised him, and a few years after the deaths of his parents, he began to have a sense of objects, even when they weren't visible. This ability continued growing in power throughout his teens and by his 20s. He was actually able to sniff out lost sunglasses, keys, contact lenses, and sweaters. Now, to take my hashtag note for this, if it's something that I can write on, I can actually just put my hashtag by each paragraph. But if it's something like the STAR test or a paper copy that I have to share with other people that I can't write on, then I am going to use my blank paper version, where in my notebook or on another piece of paper, I have numbered every paragraph. Like this, 1, 2, so on and so forth. In this case, some of the paragraphs are very tiny, so I've grouped them together, and you can do this as you see fit in your reading. Then, I make my hashtag for each paragraph right after I read it, so that I can very quickly find the information that I read in a short little summary. Now, a hashtag is just 2 or 3, maybe even 4 words describing the main idea, the most important things about that paragraph. So, the paragraph that I just read had to do with a boy who was an orphan who was really good at finding things. So, my hashtag might be something like hashtag orphan finds lost things. And if a text is more complicated, I might use more hashtags for every paragraph. I would continue to do this all the way through the paragraph, giving one or more hashtag, either on my note paper or on my text itself, depending on the situation. And that's how we do hashtag notes.